Hi teacher and classmates. I am going to talk about a summary of The Road Through the Hills. The Road Through the Hills and Other Stories by writer and teacher Rod Smith. He born in Oxford, England. It's a book with a variety of activities through four original histories. The first history is The Road Through the Hills. It is about a young man who was studying architecture in London and was using his vacations to visit interesting buildings. So, on one of these trips, he visits a quiet English village, Melbury, to study his historic church in it. But before he gets there, he lives very strange experience. He met a woman who invited him to her house without knowing him, and suddenly he was inside a child's room. She gave him a map and told him to come back later. Then he becomes part of the old woman's past. She had a son a long time ago. She had a son named Lawrence. Mary's husband died shortly after Lawrence was born. The village was a small, close-knit community where everyone knows each other and knows everyone's life. Possibility has a pub, a church, a school, a store or two, and a post office. The story is told in the present tense but flashes back to the afternoon of 1950 when a railroad line passed through the village. She took photographs, then she put the photographs on a wall in her son's room. She looked at them and saw a boy growing old in the place where her real son had died. Other people called that place the old railroad line, but she could not remember it by that name. The memory was too sad, so he called it the road through the hills. A few years later, in the early 1960s, the government closed stations and small lines called branch lines all over at US because they were deemed unprofitable. Since then, this action has been much revered as many roads today are crowded with the cars and rural areas are left without public transport. The other stories present in the book are The Music of the Forest and The Detective, who is actually a store detective rather than a police detective, likes to think this job is fascinating and important but is rather boring, and The Restaurant. Thank you.